What's up, everybody? Welcome to Storm Sessions. We are here with one of the best running backs in the nation, Damien Martinez. Damien, how you doing?
Good. How about you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, doing terrific, man. Doing terrific. So I heard you're into tattoos. Obviously, you're showing off the sleeves right here.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your body art.
It was really just kind of everything relates to me. I started with the Texas, obviously, I'm from Texas, and then it kind of just worked around it. This goes with my birthday and stuff. Have it on here. And I'm Aquarius, so I got the wing, got this band just because, I thought it was cool. I wanted it. It's kind of for each family member I got in my close family. And then, yeah, cross, all this other stuff. Yeah.
What about you got a bicep right there?
Oh, that's for my brother. It says brother's keeper, or brother's guardian, but translate my brother's keeper. So yeah, it's for my little brother. Yeah,
Davian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your relationship like with him?
Like any other growing up brother relationship, just being hard on him now, especially because he's in sports and middle school and stuff. But yeah, he looks up to me. I know that, so just trying to set a good example.
I'm sure he's a beast, man, especially following your example.
Yeah, no, he's a big dude too, so he kind of plays everything, to be honest. So yeah.
I see your big smile. A lot of Canes fans been noticing when they see you trucking people, running people over. You got the big smile on your face. Some cool shots that they've been taking. So is that something that you've always been doing, smiling when you're running people over?
Yeah, it's doing what I love, running the ball with the ball in my hands, just being on the field with my guys. So yeah, just big smile on my face all the time.
Is that your mindset going into like a game? Like, are you like just relaxed and happy to be playing, or are you like getting yourself angry?
No, I'm relaxed. I know what I'm there to do. I know my job, know my assignment. I trust my guys on the field. So, just knowing that we all giving it our all for each other, just why not be more happy?
Yeah, man. So let me take back to Louisville, Texas, suburb of Dallas, right? Outskirts of Dallas. What was it like growing up there?
It was cool, just growing up with my friends, playing pee-wee ball all the way through to high school. Really that's what it was, just growing up every day with each other, just playing ball. It's all it was to it, to be honest.
You started playing young, right? About 5 years old?
Yeah, no, Texas football is different from all ages, pee-wee to high school. So yeah, no, it's crazy.
So what was it about football that really attracted you as a sport?
I don't know. I think just kind of an escape, really, just everything just going on, just kind of, you love football, just take your mind away from everything and just playing as you grow up. Yeah.
So I had a chance to talk to your mom, Samantha. She was awesome, Mexican-American descent. So talk about growing up just with your family, your mom, your grandma.
Yeah, kind of like any other Mexican family, great food all the time, just growing up, and especially being with my grandparents all the time. Just in the morning, my grandma makes some good breakfast tacos, and I don't know why, I would just love eating them throughout the day too. So I just have her make me tacos all the time.
What are some of the memories that you look back on fondly, just just being with your mom, your grandma?
I guess really just talking about football, just all the football games, just going to everything. They kind of just brought me to practice back and forth, just making sure I got there, and just all the sacrifices they made, making sure I got where I am today.
I know here in Miami, like, football is almost like a business. People are playing with different parks every year and different groups. Sounds like you had a real tight group growing up playing football.
Yeah, no, like I said, grew up with my friends, just pee-wee all the way to high school playing. We kind of had chemistry, just what it was. And then we're all still friends now, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. But yeah, that's cool.
When did you first realize, like, hey, I'm pretty good at this? I don't just like it, like I'm an impact player.
Probably actually my sophomore year, my junior year, like I got a trainer and then kind of made me take it serious. Like, this, I can do something with this. And I'm like, if I give him all, I can be where I'm at.
Do you remember a play when you, like, just, it could be pee-wee, it could be high school, where you're just like playing, you're like, man, I'm really rolling?
I knew I was good in pee-wee just because I was kind of always bigger than everybody, but probably in high school, my sophomore year, I scored my first carry, 95-yard touchdown. So it was cool though.
Now, you're known for being so physical and just running people over. Obviously, people are seeing you here, how chill you are, big smile. They're probably wondering, like, where does that come from? Is that mentality you always brought to the field, to be, aggressive on the field and chill off the field?
Yeah, I think that's just kind of how I've always been growing up, just more relaxed person, and then kind of fit my mentality coming here with Coach Cristobal, talking about 1-0 mentality every day and just doing your job and assignment, and knowing everybody here, transfers and not transfers, people that was here last year, just kind of accepting me, taking me under their wing. It was a great environment. So yeah.
So in high school, just looking at your stats, 4,500 yards, 66 touchdowns. So you were extremely productive. Did I get that right, or did I miss anything?
Yeah, okay. I didn't expect that one.
So you were balling, and look, you had D1 offers. Obviously, that's a big deal. But knowing the kind of player that you are, I think looking back, you were not recruited as good as, for the level of player you are. What was that process like when you're looking around the country and you're saying, man, I'm better than all these dudes that are getting more offers than me?
I mean, I guess I didn't. I maybe was frustrated at first. I don't really know now, but thinking about it, like I guess in the moment, I was like I said, kind of taking it one day at a time. Knowing I was doing what I was doing. I ran for 2,000 yards my junior year and just kept my head down. God kind of had a plan for me, and that's really when I got closer to God too. My junior year after my sophomore year, so just things played out how it was, and I trusted in Him. Yeah, now I am here.
A lot of players really lean on their faith on this team. I mean, how important is faith to your life?
It's really big for me. To be honest, because I feel like, and it may sound superstitious or whatever, but I kind of take it with everything I do. Like everybody's gonna have like they see signs or whatever, but it's kind of how everything I take. Like God gonna give you a sign, take it. That's your opportunities, testing, pass or fail. So big for me.
Talking to a lot of the impact players from the team, I've interviewed Cam, talked to Restrepo, a lot of guys that were underrated in high school, but really leaned on their faith and their belief in themselves. And now, everybody knows how good they are. Do you sense that as part of the identity of this team? Mish Powell's another one where like you guys are like, you weren't the 5 stars the whole time and you had to really push through and have faith in yourselves. Do you see that with this team?
Yeah, everybody kind of, has a chip on their shoulder, just wanting to give their all. Like I said, this is the reason why we're close, why we have that mentality, want to know mentality. We know we're going to give it our all every day. So, before I even got here with the transfers, it's kind of what we talked about. Like, we got that chip on our shoulder. Let's do it together. So, yeah.
Yeah. So the decision to go to Oregon State, obviously long way from Texas. Tell me about that decision.
It's kind of one of the closest relationships I have coach-wise with the coaches up there. And yeah, it's really what my decision was on that one.
And we talked about it before the show. You really enjoyed your time up there. You were talking about maybe buying property as your career goes on. I know I spent a lot of time in Oregon. I have family ties there. A lot different than Texas, a lot different than Florida. What did you like about the Pacific Northwest?
Just really, like I was saying, just how quiet it was. Just being in Texas, it's kind of things everywhere. Everything's bigger in Texas, so you just kind of hear stuff all the time, highways or whatever, just being around. But it was just kind of quiet over there, just the nature, trees and stuff. It was just quiet, really. That's what I like. I'm more laid back, so just being in the nature kind of fit me.
So you get to Oregon State pretty soon. You're balling. I mean, it's not like you had a long burn as far as getting on the field and making plays. Was that something you expected, or were you kind of like, wow, man, this is really happening?
It's kind of not something I expected, and it was new. It was something I knew could happen if I, gave him all and put in the work for it. But yeah, that was what that was. Also, another reason I kind of went up there, just thinking about that. If I gave him all, knowing I could make an impact. So,
one thing I didn't touch on here with your high school career, I wanted to get to season finale. You break your right hand.
Mm-hmm.
You're already committed to Oregon State, right? So you got a lot to lose. First one in your family to really have all these opportunities, a lot riding on you. And now you're breaking your hand, and you still have games in the season. What was your mindset when that injury took place?
Honestly, I was thinking, like, kind of like you said, I kind of thought I had a lot, and I did have a lot going on, but I was just like, I wasn't going to play at first, but then I was like, I'm with my brothers now here, just finish this out. And yeah, that's what I did. Played with a big old club on my hand and made it a 3rd round playoffs. But yeah, we got 6 rounds in Texas, so it goes pretty deep.
You played pretty good, right, with the cast on?
Yeah, no, I did pretty good. I think the first game I had like 3 touchdowns, 200-some yards. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was a fun time, but just gave them all because I was with my guys.
That's just Oregon State. You're out there balling. There's coaching changes and everything else. I know there's, just talking to your mom, social media, there was a lot of like misinformation about your decision to enter the portal and all that. Why did you enter the portal?
It was just kind of how I've been saying, everybody kind of thought it was a money decision or whatever, but it's not that at all. Just what I thought I needed to do and what I needed to show. And I thought I could do it here. And, the best place I thought I could do it was here and not there. So, I decided to enter the portal. But being here, I guess I have showed what I've wanted to show, just different parts of my game, being in a different scheme and just pass protection, catching the ball at the backfield, stuff like that. So I'm just, sticking with God and trusting Him, and glad I made my decision.
Look, you had a lot of options, right? It's not like in high school. When you came out in the portal, you were the man. Everybody knew you were the best running back in the portal by far. What made you choose Miami in particular?
Just everything Coach Cristobal, Coach Mirabal, and Coach Dawson, even Coach Mary were kind of preaching, just the offense, what it could be and how it is now, just the mentality everybody has, and just seeing Cam, come from the West Coast to all the way over here. I know the kind of quarterback we had in the backfield. I know the O-line was good up front, you know. So just thinking about all that, you know, why not come add to that firepower, you know, be that piece. Yeah.
And talking to your mom, I know one thing about you that I've heard from a lot of people is you don't trust easily, but then once you trust, you're there for life. You're one of the most loyal people in the world. What was it about the coaching staff and the team that allowed you to trust them as you made this big decision?
I guess really just, you know, the players too, just kind of helping me, like, you know, the coaches are going to be who they are, you know, when you get here. So just trusting that and believing in that, and just believing also the plan they had for me and what was right, and just kind of had, you know, plan A, plan B, just how things would go. You know, it didn't seem like smoke and mirrors. It seemed like it was all true and genuine. So, yeah.
One thing that caught my attention last game against Florida State, which obviously you were balling, you had that long run where you got stopped initially, kept pumping, went on the left sideline. Mark Fletcher, you can see him on the video. He's flying down the sideline, cheering like crazy, and like he had obviously a tremendous adversity that week, and you guys played the same position, but to see him support you really caught my attention. What's that relationship like?
I mean, it's really with everybody in the room, but yeah, you know, Mark, he gives everybody his all. You know, he's one of the brightest people on the team, so, you know, just he gives everybody his all. You want to give him your all, just for any reason. But, you know, especially last game, just what he's going through. You know, that's my brother. You know, we had talks before, but just wanting to, just, you know, give it your all. But, you know, just gain another reason why and finish it the right way is what I told him. So he knows I got him. And, yeah.
Now, you play the position that's probably the hardest position as far as on your body, physically. You know, you're taking hits, you're beat up. To get up and work out like you work out, it's not everybody can do it. You know, a lot of people quit along the way. What is it that drives you that when you're not feeling good, you're beat up, to get up in the morning, get your workout in, and do what you need to do?
I think it's just a mentality thing, you know, like who wants it more, who wants to be the best, you know, just like I said, I came to prove why I want to be the best, and I just kind of tell myself that every day, you know, just you want to be the best, you got to prove it, so you better get up, because if you don't, someone else is.
So you got to listen. You got football training. Obviously, you're still a student as well. When you're not doing football or school, what do you like to do?
Really, you know, kind of same thing with Oregon, but here just driving around and seeing just scenery, you know, kind of being in Miami City. Everybody kind of talks about it all the time, but like I said, I'm a more laid back dude, so it's not really what I'm into. I don't really know what to do out here, so I just be riding around looking at the big houses because they look nice. But yeah.
You're into real estate?
Yeah, sort of. I like big houses. You know, obviously I want to get a big house, but yeah, no, it was nice seeing Oregon's nature, and then here seeing, you know, best of both worlds. So I feel like everything goes right. You know, I probably get property there and here. It's just like I said, have best of both worlds.
What's it like coming here to the University of Miami and you're seeing iguanas everywhere? You're seeing crazy kind of fish in the canals. What's that been like?
I guess it's, you know, just crazier. I guess seeing big old lizards walking around the streets and stuff, but it wasn't no different than Oregon, just seeing deer in my front yard or anything like that. To be honest, I wake up and it'll be a deer standing right there. But yeah, no, it's been smooth, just the transition so far.
Gotcha. So we got questions from the fans. You got a lot of questions from Twitter that we'll get to here. So Jay Barron 10 wants to know, what running back do you model your game after or look up to?
I wouldn't say I'm a specific, you know, one kind of running back. I guess blend my style, but I'd say like Marshawn and Le'Veon Bell for sure.
You know, I'd see the same thing, the patience of Le'Veon, right? And then how you're breaking tackles like Marshawn.
Yeah, no, it's kind of what I tell myself, you know, slow two, fast through. So
Mr. Huitz Big Time says, what made you come to Miami? I'm so thankful that you did. You talked about it a little bit, but maybe elaborate.
No, yeah, just like I said, how explosive this offense could be, and just the firepower that was already here, what I could add to it, and then just what we could do, you know, going later into the season, but also just the mentality we had here, want to know every week.
Now, people have different approaches. Some running backs, they want to be the man and everything on my shoulders. Some people say, I want help to preserve my body and, you know, to be better in position for the NFL. What was your mindset on that?
You know, I know there's other backs in the room. It also drives competition, you know, not making sure, but, you know, everybody wants to get better. So, you know, just kind of drives competition like that, but just also the brotherhood, and that was kind of the core value we preached in the running back room, just brotherhood and making each other better, feeding off each other's energies. And that's just what we eat off of.
Gotcha. Luca41 wants to know your game day playlist.
Game day playlist, really, ranges from anything. Like I can listen to whatever. It really goes all over from. Let me see. I'm trying to give like a wide range of artists, but like it's like it just go from rap to not R&B, rap to like country, because there's some country in there. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yo, tell me about some of the country.
I don't know if anybody really knows. Like he's kind of a lower artist right now, but Shabuzi, him.
Yep.
I got some Luke Bryan in there. I got who else I got in there? I got Cole Wessel. It's really from my uncle playlist too, because he be listening to that. But yeah, I get it from him.
Gotcha. Now, what about the rap side?
Everybody in there. I mean, guess you could guess all the top songs. D-Lo. I got some Wayne in there. Let me think. I can't even guess off the top of my head. I hate doing that.
I know X was talking about he listens to some Luke Bryan. It's funny, from a Miami Hurricanes, people wouldn't expect all the country on the playlist, but
probably not.
But but like you said, you're chill. You're not necessarily trying to get all angry and stuff.
I'm not ever really trying to hype myself up. Feel like you hype yourself up, everybody gets anxiety or whatever. I try to take that away. Just be calm, be who you are. So when I'm on the field, like you said, I'm happy and just playing the game.
Yep. Josh Powerlifting says you remind me of Ricky Williams, which that's maybe before your time, man.
Texas
We're getting
back.
old. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back. No, I know Ricky Williams. I guess that's a smooth comparison.
So you watched this film, you've seen a little highlights.
I've seen his highlights for sure. Yeah, I've seen all the great running back highlights for sure, and him being a Texas dude. So yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Himway Broca. I'm struggling with these names sometimes. Who's your favorite player? You mentioned Marshawn and Le'Veon Bell.
Favorite player? I guess I'd say probably Marshawn. Yeah, probably Marshawn. Just him making highlights and the Beastquake, all that. First Beastquake and then Beastquake 2.0. So yeah, just.
3.0 might have been that one against Louisville.
Let's go for 4 this week.
There he is. So in terms of like growing up in Texas, were you a Texas Longhorns fan, A&M, or just kind of like a college football fan?
Honestly, I don't want to say I didn't watch football, but like college, I probably wasn't into college football that much growing up. I got into it obviously more recently, but NFL was probably more my thing younger, and then now it's like opposite, flipped.
Were you a Cowboys fan?
I was for a minute, just because growing up in Dallas, but then my mom, she switched over. We went to New Orleans, so we were New Orleans fans for a minute. But I think the first game I went to, NFL game I went to, was like the Chiefs and the Cowboys. So after that, it was before Patty too, so y'all can't say I'm a bandwagon, but probably the Chiefs, my favorite team now.
How old were you at that time?
I think I was 11, 12, something like that. No,
were you already seeing yourself as like an NFL back at that age, like saying like, man, I can be on this field in 10 years?
No, honestly, I mean, like I said, I didn't take football not seriously, or I didn't think I could go pro or anything like that till like after my sophomore year. So,
gotcha. 5'10" Marque wants to know, he's a young athlete. How do I make it to college in the NFL? What would you tell young athletes trying to make it?
I'd say just give it everything you got, 100%, and don't leave the field or day thinking with the doubt that you could have gave more.
That's a great answer. Jay Robertson wants to know, what's the reason you wear number 6?
Honestly, like I said, I got that trainer after my sophomore. For my sophomore year and junior year. He kind of gave it to me, and I just ran with it since then, and it kind of came up with the 6 for 6 thing, and this is what it's been.
Brandy, man, that's it. Uso Smash wants to know, what's your go-to food spot in Miami?
Either Fleming's or Smith & Walensky.
Oh, you're not going cheap out here. It's a pretty nice view of Smith & Walensky, right? When you see Miami Beach and all that.
That's really what it is, just the whole experience over there. It's cool, yeah.
Sean Platt Comedy wants to know, who's your all-time favorite Miami running back?
Honestly, probably Frank, Big Frank, just because, coming down here, like I said, I was training here before I enrolled and stuff. He kind of took me under his wing and mentored me. I was training with him and Jonathan Taylor, so Big Frank for sure, just big dog. Just coached me up, gave me some pointers and just let me know it's all a mentality thing, Like I said, coming down here and training, it's different for sure. And training with him, it was different.
What's it like seeing Hall of Fame and Jonathan Taylor was top of the game in the pros? What was that like for you?
No, yeah, that definitely changed my mentality. Just coming down here and working hard with them every day, seeing what they do and just how detailed they try to be in everything they do, every drill they do, so they can be perfect. It definitely eye opener, So yeah.
Joe Kim wants to know, do you find the competition in the ACC tougher than in the Pac-12?
Honestly, I kind of say this. It's like to everybody. It's like I don't ever look at, and it's no disrespect to anybody, but I don't ever look at like a defense like they can stop me. Like nothing like that, where they can stop us. As a team. So yeah, I just kind of look at everybody the same and just watch film, see the people's tendencies and stuff. So yeah.
Hey, you've been doing what you've been doing in both leagues, so
That's got to guess. That's kind of what helps me too, be on the field calm, like not having that mentality. So yeah.
KWM Race wants to know, what's the one key difference running behind this offensive line and this scheme versus Oregon State?
Just how things are coached up and just the difference, like little details of how stuff flows, and that's really about it. Just how defense reacts to the flow of offense. That's really it.
Eleanor Lynch, what goes through your head while you're playing?
Honestly, it's changed a lot. My freshman year, because it's just faster, bigger guys. I was kind of just thinking about my job, just what I had to do for each play. But now it's kind of like I know what I need to do. Is just like do it. I don't know. It's kind of different. I'm not really thinking anything, or you don't hear it, the fans or anything when you're running. It's just you're just out there. For me, I guess.
Where do you see yourself? Let's say 20 years, NFL is already done. Where do you see yourself or want to see yourself that far ahead?
My dream is really to have like a compound, just my people, just all in one area. So I feel like that's where I want to be. If I give my all and do what I'm doing, I get there.
Gotcha. So, Damien, man, you've been awesome. Really appreciate everybody getting to know about you, and it's been fun to watch you, man. Seeing you persevere. I mean, play to play, just not quitting on plays and pushing through. It's a lot of fun to watch, and again, great to meet you. See behind that big smile, and yeah, really happy to have you with the Miami Hurricanes, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you for having me. Go Canes.
Go Canes. So Storm Sessions, like and subscribe. We're on Hurricanes All Access on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Again, appreciate everybody's support. Get to know great student athletes like Damien. Again, appreciate you. Like and subscribe.